Imagine discovering timeless secrets that bring calm to even the most chaotic moments in life. Jesus lived in a turbulent time marked by political unrest, poverty, and oppression, yet he consistently demonstrated an inner peace that seemed unshakable. This topic, 7 Secrets from Jesus for Finding Peace Amidst Chaos, invites us to explore how his teachings offer practical and spiritual insights for finding calm and balance, regardless of our circumstances. By examining these profound teachings, we can uncover how to cultivate resilience, courage, and serenity, even when life feels overwhelming. The first secret is trusting in a higher purpose, a theme Jesus consistently emphasized. He frequently reminded his followers not to worry about tomorrow, teaching that each day has enough challenges of its own. By urging people to trust that everything has a purpose, he showed that peace comes from surrendering control and embracing faith in something greater than ourselves. In our own chaotic lives, this perspective encourages us to let go of the need for constant certainty, trusting that every experience has meaning and that, ultimately, we're part of a larger plan. Another powerful teaching from Jesus is practicing solitude and reflection. Despite his demanding life, Jesus often withdrew from the crowds to pray alone. He valued time spent in solitude, recognizing it as essential for reconnecting with his inner purpose and finding clarity. In today's fast-paced world, Jesus' practice of intentional solitude offers a pathway to inner peace. By setting aside time to disconnect from external demands, we can find mental and emotional space to process our feelings and realign with our values, reducing stress and regaining a sense of purpose. Jesus also taught the power of forgiveness as a path to inner peace. He emphasized forgiving others, not just as a kindness, but as a way to release anger and resentment that weigh us down. Forgive them, for they know not what they do, he said, even toward those who persecuted him. This profound act of forgiveness illustrates that peace comes when we let go of grudges, allowing us to move forward free of bitterness. In our own lives, practicing forgiveness can lift the burden of negative emotions, helping us create space for compassion and healing instead. A fourth secret is focusing on gratitude over fear. Jesus demonstrated gratitude even in difficult moments, blessing the loaves and fishes before distributing them, giving thanks before meals, and appreciating each blessing as it came. This habit of gratitude shifts our focus away from scarcity and fear, encouraging us to find joy in what we have rather than fixate on what we lack. In times of chaos, gratitude grounds us in the present, helping us to see the positive aspects of our situation and to cultivate a sense of contentment. One of the most transformative secrets Jesus shared was embracing humility and simplicity. He lived a modest life, free of material attachments, and found fulfillment in serving others. By emphasizing humility, he taught that peace isn't found in possessions or status, but in a simple life focused on relationships, kindness, and spiritual growth. In a world often focused on achievements and appearances, Jesus' example invites us to release the pressure to be constantly more and instead embrace simplicity. This mindset reduces anxiety and helps us find peace in who we are, rather than in what we have or how we are perceived. Another vital lesson from Jesus is the practice of love and compassion, especially in difficult situations. He often taught that loving one's enemies and doing good to those who wrong us brings healing, not only to others but to ourselves. This love-centered approach allows us to rise above negative emotions and regain control of our responses, empowering us to act from a place of kindness rather than anger. In the face of chaos, practicing compassion can help us maintain perspective, strengthening our sense of empathy and fostering connections that bring a sense of peace and unity. Finally, Jesus emphasized living in the present moment, encouraging his followers to be mindful of the kingdom of God within and around them. This emphasis on mindfulness teaches us that peace is found not by worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, but by fully experiencing the present. By anchoring ourselves in the here and now, we can let go of regrets and anxieties, finding fulfillment in each moment as it unfolds. Jesus' focus on the present invites us to notice life's small beauties and to appreciate the simplicity of being, which provides a deep, lasting sense of inner peace. These 7 secrets, trusting a higher purpose, practicing solitude, forgiving freely, focusing on gratitude, embracing simplicity, acting with love, and living in the present, offer a holistic approach to navigating life's chaos with calm and clarity. Jesus' teachings encourage us to seek peace from within, showing us that tranquility is not about escaping challenges but facing them with faith, compassion, and presence. Building upon these profound teachings, let's continue examining how Jesus' approach to peace speaks directly to our modern lives, providing practical guidance for navigating today's complexities. Each of these secrets offers not only comfort but a framework for transforming our mindset, showing us that true peace comes from inner resilience, compassion, and a deep connection to purpose. If Jesus were here today, he would likely encourage us to seek peace not by avoiding life's challenges, but by changing our responses to them. Let's explore how we can deepen our understanding of these teachings and apply them to daily life. Another powerful aspect of Jesus' approach to peace is the practice of surrendering control. Jesus taught that peace comes when we release our tight grip on circumstances we can't control, trusting instead in a greater wisdom. During difficult moments, he often said, "Let your will be done," illustrating a profound acceptance of life's uncertainties. In our fast-paced world, where we're often pressured to plan, manage, and control every outcome, Jesus' example challenges us to let go of our need for certainty. This form of surrender isn't about passivity, it's about finding freedom in accepting that not everything is within our grasp. By releasing the urge to control, we open ourselves to a sense of inner peace that can adapt to any situation, even the most chaotic. A crucial part of Jesus' message is finding peace through meaningful action. Although he preached inner calm, Jesus was far from inactive. He consistently engaged in healing, teaching, and helping those in need. His life demonstrated that peace is not found in disengagement but in purpose-driven action. In times of stress, it's easy to feel powerless or paralyzed by the sheer scale of challenges. Jesus' example reminds us that we can find peace by focusing on what we can do, taking small, purposeful steps to help others, and to better ourselves. Whether through acts of service, community involvement, or simple kindness, purposeful action grounds us, reminding us that even small efforts can bring meaning and calm in turbulent times. Another often overlooked aspect of Jesus' teachings on peace is the power of self-awareness and reflection. Jesus often asked his followers to look within, challenging them to examine their intentions, fears, and motivations. "Why do you see the speck in your brother's eye but fail to notice the plank in your own?" he asked, urging people to engage in self-reflection. This practice of looking inward fosters self-awareness, which helps us understand our reactions to stress and challenges. In today's world, where we're constantly looking outward for solutions, Jesus' emphasis on self-reflection reminds us that peace begins within. By recognizing and addressing our own biases, fears, and insecurities, we create a stable foundation for navigating external chaos without becoming overwhelmed. A vital teaching from Jesus that promotes peace is embracing patience and trusting in divine timing. Jesus often spoke in parables about seeds growing slowly, likening spiritual growth to a gradual, natural process. This message of patience invites us to let go of the urgency to fix or achieve things immediately. In a society focused on quick results and instant gratification, Jesus' example encourages us to trust that good things take time, and that true peace involves being patient with ourselves and others. By embracing patience, we learn to find calm in the journey rather than fixating on the destination. Jesus' teaching reminds us that sometimes, peace requires us to slow down, giving ourselves space to grow and evolve without pressure. Another important aspect of Jesus' teachings is the practice of acceptance and non-judgment which he modeled through his interactions with all people, regardless of their background or status. He treated everyone with respect, and his acceptance of others' flaws and mistakes was a cornerstone of his message. This form of acceptance helps us find peace in our relationships, allowing us to let go of the need to control or judge others. In a world where conflict and division are often rooted in judgment and misunderstanding, Jesus' example shows us that peace is found in embracing others as they are. By practicing acceptance, we reduce friction and create harmony within our social circles, fostering a peaceful environment that reflects Jesus' compassion. Maintaining a sense of wonder and awe is another subtle but powerful lesson Jesus taught. He frequently pointed to nature, to children, and to simple moments, illustrating a profound appreciation for life's beauty and mystery. This sense of wonder reconnects us to the present, offering peace by grounding us in the beauty of each moment rather than the chaos of future worries or past regrets. In today's busy world, Jesus' approach reminds us to pause, to marvel at the everyday miracles around us, and to see life through a lens of appreciation. By nurturing a spirit of wonder, we cultivate a peace that arises from awe, one that allows us to find joy in the small moments amidst life's noise. Lastly, Jesus taught the importance of resilience and hope as foundations of peace. Even in his darkest hours, Jesus held on to hope, showing us that peace isn't about avoiding hardship but about facing it with a resilient heart. His journey was filled with trials, rejection, and suffering, yet he remained steadfast, grounded in hope and a higher purpose. This resilience teaches us that peace is not the absence of struggle but the ability to move through it with faith. In challenging times, Jesus' example of resilience encourages us to anchor ourselves in hope, to find strength in our beliefs, and to trust that peace is possible even in the midst of adversity. These additional insights, surrendering control, purposeful action, self-awareness, patience, acceptance, wonder, and resilience, add depth to our understanding of peace. Jesus' teachings show that peace isn't a single practice but a comprehensive approach to life, one that touches on every aspect of our relationships, our inner lives, and our connection to the world around us. His example encourages us to cultivate peace from within, transforming how we respond to life's inevitable chaos. Each of Jesus' teachings encourages us to cultivate peace not only as a personal refuge but as a powerful force that can ripple outward, creating harmony in our relationships, communities, and ultimately, the world. Let's explore these final insights into how we can apply his wisdom to our lives today. One of the most powerful aspects of Jesus' approach to finding peace amidst chaos is practicing gratitude even in moments of hardship. Jesus didn't reserve gratitude for perfect situations. He gave thanks before miracles, during meals, and even in difficult times. This practice teaches us that gratitude is not just a reaction to good fortune but a choice that anchors us in a mindset of appreciation, regardless of our circumstances. If Jesus were here today, he would likely encourage us to find gratitude in every moment, especially during life storms, as a way to stay connected to hope and perspective. Gratitude shifts our focus from what's going wrong to what remains beautiful, stable, or supportive, helping us find peace by grounding us in what we cherish. Another dimension of Jesus' peace lies in embracing unconditional love as a foundation for all actions. Jesus spoke often about love, challenging people to love their enemies and do good to those who mistreat them. This radical approach doesn't just help foster peace between individuals, it brings peace within, as resentment, anger, and bitterness are released in favor of compassion. In today's world, where conflicts often escalate, Jesus' call to unconditional love invites us to break cycles of negativity. If we approach situations with love, even those that are difficult, we can find an inner calm that arises from knowing we have responded with integrity and kindness. Prioritizing inner peace over external validation is another profound lesson from Jesus. He was often misunderstood, criticized, and even persecuted, yet he stayed true to his purpose, finding peace not in others' approval but in alignment with his beliefs and values. This lesson encourages us to cultivate peace by staying true to ourselves, rather than chasing validation from others. In today's world, where external approval is often sought through social media and other avenues, Jesus' example reminds us that lasting peace comes from knowing ourselves and being content with our actions and decisions. He teaches us that we don't need others' praise to find worth. Peace comes from inner alignment with our own values. Another aspect of Jesus' teachings that fosters peace is letting go of attachments to outcomes. Jesus consistently emphasized trusting in God's plan, even when the path was uncertain. By embracing non-attachment to specific outcomes, Jesus demonstrated a form of surrender that brings freedom. In our lives, where we often stress over achieving certain goals or meeting specific expectations, Jesus' approach encourages us to let go of the need to control everything. By focusing on doing our best without clinging to results, we can experience a peace that is independent of external achievements. His teaching reminds us that real peace doesn't depend on getting what we want, it's rooted in doing our part and trusting in a larger plan. Jesus also taught compassionate honesty, a way of speaking the truth with kindness and empathy. He didn't shy away from telling people what they needed to hear, but he always spoke with compassion, even when delivering difficult messages. This approach to honesty fosters peace by creating understanding, rather than defensiveness or hostility. In a world where conflicts often arise from miscommunication or harsh words, Jesus' example shows us that peace can be found in communicating truth with compassion. By practicing honest, empathetic communication, we can build bridges rather than walls, fostering peaceful relationships built on trust and mutual respect. Another beautiful secret of Jesus' peace is recognizing the sacredness in every moment. Jesus often encouraged people to see the divine in everyday life, to recognize that the kingdom of God is within and around us. This view transforms ordinary moments into sacred experiences, grounding us in a sense of peace and reverence. In a world where distractions pull us in countless directions, Jesus' teachings remind us to find peace by appreciating the present, seeing each moment as an opportunity for connection, gratitude, or growth. This mindset helps us to find calm not by escaping reality but by finding the sacredness within it, enriching each experience with purpose and meaning. Finally, Jesus modeled resilience through faith. showing that even when everything around us is uncertain, inner peace can be cultivated by trusting in a higher purpose. He faced profound challenges, from personal betrayal to intense physical suffering, yet his faith provided him with a steady inner calm. This resilience teaches us that peace isn't about avoiding hardship but about facing it with a deep-seated trust that there is meaning in every experience. In our own lives, when faced with fear or uncertainty, Jesus' example encourages us to ground ourselves in faith, whatever that may mean for us, faith in a higher power, in the goodness of humanity, or in the resilience of the human spirit. Together, these teachings, gratitude in hardship, unconditional love, inner alignment, non-attachment, compassionate honesty, seeing the sacred, and resilient faith, create a holistic pathway to peace that is unshakable, even in the midst of chaos. Jesus' approach shows us that peace isn't a passive state, it's an active practice that requires patience, commitment, and courage. His teachings remind us that peace is both a mindset and a lifestyle, a way of approaching life that transforms not only how we handle challenges but how we relate to ourselves and others. Continuing our journey through Jesus' approach to peace, let's examine additional dimensions that offer an even deeper, richer understanding of how to cultivate calm and clarity in our lives. Jesus didn't just teach about peace, he embodied it, showing us that true peace is resilient, enduring through every trial. His example suggests that peace is not a static state, but a continuous practice of aligning with values, nurturing inner strength, and remaining rooted in compassion and purpose. Let's uncover more insights into how his teachings can guide us today. One remarkable element in Jesus' teachings on peace is the practice of releasing judgment. Jesus consistently urged his followers to avoid judging others, saying, "Judge not, and you shall not be judged." He approached each person with understanding and compassion, recognizing that judgment only creates division and negativity. In our lives, letting go of judgment toward others, and toward ourselves, can be transformative. By embracing an open heart and accepting people as they are, we create an environment of mutual respect and understanding, which fosters both inner and outer peace. This non-judgmental approach reminds us to focus on connection and empathy, seeing others as equals rather than making harsh assessments that lead to discord. Another essential aspect of Jesus' teachings is the power of silence as a source of strength. Throughout his life, Jesus often chose silence over defensiveness, especially in situations of conflict. For instance, during his trial, he remained silent in the face of accusations, displaying a calm inner strength that spoke volumes. This teaches us that silence, rather than being passive, can be a powerful response to chaos, allowing us to step back, reflect, and avoid unnecessary confrontation. In our own chaotic world, where words and opinions are constantly exchanged, Jesus' example encourages us to choose moments of silence to conserve our energy and maintain peace. Silence allows us to observe rather than react, creating space for thoughtful action rather than impulsive words. Jesus also emphasized the healing power of compassion, even for those who harm us. One of his most profound teachings is to love your enemies, a command that challenges us to extend compassion to those who may not show us kindness. This act of radical compassion does not mean allowing mistreatment but rather finding the strength to approach situations with empathy rather than hostility. By offering compassion instead of retaliating, we protect our peace from becoming consumed by anger or bitterness. This approach teaches us that peace is not about ignoring pain but about responding in ways that heal rather than harm. Practicing compassion, even in difficult situations, allows us to move forward with a clear heart, unburdened by resentment. An equally powerful lesson from Jesus is the importance of focusing on inner transformation rather than external circumstances. Jesus often spoke about the kingdom within, suggesting that real peace comes from cultivating inner qualities rather than trying to control external situations. He encouraged people to work on their own hearts, to clean the inside of the cup, so that their outer actions would reflect inner purity. In a world where we often seek to change others or external circumstances, Jesus' teachings remind us that peace begins with our own mindset, beliefs, and attitudes. By focusing on inner growth, practicing kindness, patience, and humility, we find peace that doesn't depend on external conditions. This shift inward helps us become more resilient, less affected by the ups and downs of the outside world. Detachment from material possessions is another core principle Jesus taught, one that directly contributes to lasting peace. He lived a life free from attachment to wealth, possessions, or status, consistently teaching that one's life does not consist in the abundance of possessions. In our material-driven society, where success is often defined by what we own, Jesus' approach invites us to reassess what truly brings fulfillment. By letting go of the constant desire for more, we free ourselves from the anxiety of comparison and the pressure to accumulate. This detachment allows us to find contentment in simplicity and to focus on relationships, purpose, and spiritual growth over material gain. Another essential aspect of peace in Jesus' teachings is finding strength in community and mutual support. Jesus gathered a diverse group of followers, showing that peace isn't something we must find alone, it's something we build together. He encouraged his followers to support one another, share resources, and help those in need. In our individualistic society, this message reminds us that peace flourishes in community, where burdens are shared and joys are multiplied. By surrounding ourselves with supportive relationships and practicing kindness and generosity within our communities, we create a network of peace that supports us through life's challenges. An often overlooked dimension of Jesus' teachings is the practice of gratitude for small blessings. Jesus frequently expressed thanks, even in humble moments, like breaking bread with his disciples or appreciating simple acts of kindness. This habit of gratitude helps anchor us in the present, shifting our focus from what we lack to what we already have. By finding joy in small moments, we cultivate a lasting sense of peace that doesn't rely on big accomplishments or future goals. Jesus' example teaches us that peace can be found in the everyday, the beauty of nature, time spent with loved ones, or a meal shared with friends. Practicing gratitude for small blessings brings us closer to the calm and satisfaction that arise from truly appreciating life as it unfolds. Finally, Jesus demonstrated the importance of forgiving oneself as a path to peace. While he emphasized forgiving others, Jesus also showed compassion toward those who struggled with self-judgment. He often comforted those who felt burdened by guilt, offering them acceptance and love. This lesson encourages us to release self-criticism and to approach ourselves with understanding and kindness. In a world where self-worth is often tied to achievement and perfection, Jesus' teachings remind us that peace involves accepting our own humanity, imperfections included. By letting go of self-blame, we find inner peace that allows us to live fully and move forward with a sense of wholeness. In these added dimensions, releasing judgment, embracing silence, practicing compassion for all, focusing on inner transformation, detaching from materialism, building supportive communities, finding gratitude in small things, and forgiving ourselves, we see a roadmap to peace that is both profound and practical. Jesus' teachings are not only about finding calm in moments of stillness, they show us how to live in a way that creates enduring peace in every aspect of our lives. If Jesus were here today, he would likely inspire us to view peace as a dynamic practice, one that requires us to actively cultivate love, humility, and resilience. His wisdom invites us to reshape our habits, our mindset, and our relationships to create a life where peace is not just a feeling but a way of being. If these reflections have inspired you, I invite you to join me in future videos as we explore more transformative teachings that guide us toward lives filled with purpose, compassion, and unshakable peace. Together, let's continue uncovering timeless wisdom that lights the way through life's storms, helping us create a world rooted in understanding, unity, and inner tranquility. Through these teachings, may we all find the courage to live as Jesus did, with a heart full of peace, resilience, and boundless love.